Hello. Just making sure everything is working because the software crashed when I tried to go live the first time. Hi, this is Rochelle at Scrapcraftastic playing with me, and I have a lot going on the desk here, but I was trying to get everything together. I'm going to start setting up for July 2025 in my main planners. We'll probably do my secondary planners in another video, or I may not get through all of these in this video. We'll see how far we get. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know that you are here. Hi, Tracy. Um, okay, I was still pulling out washi. So I've already done my grid in Nostalgy. Um, for the July monthly, I chose these stickers to possibly use. And this washi, even though it's not quite the right color, figured I could get away with it. Hey, Regina. Um, this is Capital Chic Designs from Michaels back in the day. So I pulled that. I'm going to set this aside because this is going to be the last one that I work on because I got to do all the drawing and I just put that one aside. Okay. Then this is my PR and social media planner. And I have just realized today I need to use this to kind of help me keep track of live streams, whether I've shared them on social media, posted them on my Patreon, if they're up on my website, all of that. I think I'm going to start using this to track that. Um, hopefully, we'll see. I tend to like to track things in like little notebooks and things like that, something that I always have with me or, that I can just grab a hold of easily in other areas in my home or while I'm out, which isn't that often. I don't feel like I have to come in the craft lab just to write in a plan. And I don't take these around the house. So, okay. So I have my inserts. I already cut them. I just need to punch them and put them in. Again, this month I accidentally printed them on the thin paper, but I'm not going to reprint them. I'm just going to roll with it on this thin paper. It's unfortunate, but it'll be fine. I'm going to pile them up with stickers anyway. Then I'm going to use this other color. It's the green version of the one that I have in my Stalogy, and maybe I'll pull her in. And these are the washies that I pull for this. I do believe yeah, they are all Simply Gilded washies. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. Lost one. Hold on. Let's lose it again. All right. And then, thank you, Erica. So that's for that. Put that one aside. Then for my composition notebook. All right. So we discussed previously, should I draw my spreads like so or so? And I decided that I'm not going to. I'm going to leave these though, because I think I'm going to end up. Oh, oh, that came through the paper, the ink. See that? It kind of, I can see it. Anyway, I'm going to leave these. We'll come back and revisit them and just do some test spreads with these and continue on with the printed inserts. These are inserts as well as the ones for the discbound planner that I just showed. These are printables available to Scrapcraftastic patrons. So I said that. Um, I have not glued them in yet. I will do that on my own time. These are also some inserts that I'm planning on testing out in here. I'm just going to stick these back here for now and try to remember what I did with the monthly. Did I stick them in here somewhere? No. How I lose a big old insert. Okay. Oh, here it is. It's stuck in those. All right. So what I'm going to So this is what we did previously with the ink. I like using the ink, so we may be back to ink again this week, even though I didn't pull any out. I see a mistake already. OMG. Let me see. Did I do the same mistake on these? And nobody told me. I sure did. But it's not on here. How is that even possible? It's got the wrong year on the monthly page. So I'm going to have to go back and redo those. If you are a patron, be on the lookout for an update. Because, yep, it's got the wrong date. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these in. Do I want to round the corners? I think I should. It's not necessary, but I think it helps the page lay down a little bit better. And any other tools you see me use, if I can, I have them linked in my Amazon shop. There is a link on this video for my shop in the description box below or on this stream. Wow, that doesn't want to punch because the paper is too thin. And I think I already put away my other punch. Let's try this one. Might be a different, it's this side. That's better. Oh, it didn't. Oh my goodness. Things just not going well today. Not just here, in general. I had a 7:30 dentist appointment, which I really didn't want to go to anyway. So maybe it worked out in my favor. So I arrived early as I do. So I had to wait for them to open. And like 5 minutes before my appointment time, I went to the door. Um, and they were opening the door. And at the same time, they were calling me on my phone while the lady was unlocking the door to tell me that their power was out. And the electric company said they would have it fixed by 8:30, that they could switch my appointment to 8:30. Did I have time to go home and come back, or I could just wait? I'm like, so yeah, my son wanted to go somewhere, so I came back and got him and took him where he wanted to go. Then I went back for the 8:30 appointment. They had told me they would call me when it got close to time for the appointment if the power still wasn't on. I know how the power company works, so I kind of assumed it wouldn't be back on. But anyway, I brought him back home, dropped him off, went back to the appointment, and guess what? And I was early again, and the power was still not on. So they rescheduled my appointment, and I don't really want to go now because I feel like that was a sign. And plus, it's going to cost a fortune. That really does. Another reason why I don't want to go. And there's another reason too, but I'm just like, I had to get up early for nothing. Sure, I was already up anyway, but that's beside the point. And I drove over there twice, used up half of my gas. Nobody ever called me to tell me that the power wasn't back on. I called and asked them while I was sitting in the parking lot because I was like, well, no point in me walking up to the door if the power's not on. Okay. Hey, Robin. Hey, Planner Vita and Miss Lady Diva. Okay. So that's how things started for me this morning. A little hectic, kind of, as the girls say, one of the girls. So this is a digital available to Scrapcraftastic patrons. I'm just noticing all kinds of things today. But yeah, it is, it's been available. And I think most of my themes for July, instead of the traditional Independence Day, which I would normally do, I am going with more coastal themes, beach and coastal themes. So that's what this is. And I didn't mention it, but this is the washi that I pulled for this. So this is what I'm going to use. And let me turn this around. I think all of that is simply gilded. It is. I'm going to come up just a little bit. Maybe I should stack this. Let me think. Can I get away with that? Hmm. I don't like the way that looks. Should we try this? But then I want the darker color on the bottom because I'll use lighter at the top. So I think I can get away with this. It's just going to be very close, but that's okay. Now this one is not. Did I put the pages down different? Maybe I did. That's the only thing I don't like about doing this. Sometimes the pages are a little different in placement. Maybe I should have gone all the way to the edge with that. Didn't think of it. Now I pulled her to go with this, but I think she goes better with something else. Or maybe I should use the bigger doll. I have a version of her that's larger. And I haven't put these away yet. Let me see if there's anything in here. Hmm. No. Okay. put these away yet either. Oh, she was in here. There she is. Okay, so I think I should use the bigger one on here, even though she's got that bright green bag. We can incorporate some green somewhere else, maybe. Hmm. Then I said I need to use this blue at the top, but I forgot I got the wood pieces to use. Let's do those first. I hardly ever use this washi, and I really wanted to use it. So I didn't realize it had the pinky color in there. I'm just gonna overlook that. I didn't know it was a rainbowish background. Hmm. Okay. I don't really like that, but I wanted to use that washi, so I'm going with it anyway. It's too many colors. Let's see if we can tone it down a little bit. Hmm. Let's see. Just want to see what it looks like. I think it helps. Does it help? I think it helps. Bring these two together. Let's do it. And I was thinking I might move the time up. I like the freedom of just saying, okay, I'm going to go live now instead of having to wait until a certain time. But I know that helps everybody else because then you know when I'm coming for sure, and you don't have to rely on notifications. But I find that I just kind of end up sitting around waiting for 12:30, and then by the time I finish, it's time to cook dinner, and I don't know. Or like when I'm really ready to go live, I gotta wait. I like having to wait. I don't have any like seashells or anything like that. that I can think of. I know I have a digital um, of just shells, so I may need to print and cut that. Is anybody doing any planning? I bent up my page already. And I do think I like these little square date dates better. I guess they're not dots technically. I'm just checking something. I can't see how many people are in the stream on here. I don't understand why not. Oh, and I didn't have on all chat. Um, who did I miss? I don't think I missed anybody. No. Okay. All right. Let me get back to this. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Oh, cut off again. I'm trying to have the stream in two places. All right. Back to this. Hey, Becca. Should probably do this off camera as it takes so long. But it looks good. This is wrong too. Oh my gosh. I gotta redo this. Mm-mm-mm. What was I going through? Probably, I don't know. I'm gonna check the other one and see if it's wrong. It probably is. Yikes on bikes. Hopefully nobody's printed them yet. That's usually not the type of error that I'm looking for when I'm checking them. I used to have somebody check them for me because when you're making something, you don't always see. And I haven't had these printed out for a while. Actually, I printed them the day I made them, and I still didn't notice it when I looked at them. Okay. Looks kind of dull. All right. I pulled also, where did I put it? Live Love Crush, Neutral Florals. So let's see what we can find in here. I like these, but there's a little bit too much pink. Hmm. May not have much of an option. Probably my best choice. Um, that doesn't work for me. Where do you store the downloads? I have an external hard drive that I store most of mine on, if that's what you mean, like the digitals. I store them that way. I have a section for stickers, and then I have a section for junk journal designs. Or do you mean how do we store them after we print and cut them? I'm gonna try this if I can get it off the page. I'm going with this. It's not my favorite, but it will do. I will cover up there too since I got that all wrong. It's probably not the best type of placement either. Decisions. Let's see. Hmm. I didn't like the way that looked underneath that floral, so now I'm trying to grab this up. May not come completely off, at least not willingly. Wow, it's amazing how well that stuck. Okay. Let's try that again. That's better. All right. Trying to get another sticker. All right, let's put her down. This is Coco's Vision. I have a code for them. That will be in the description box below. It actually already is. It's down there. If you are interested. Done, done, done. Let's put down these days of the week for the month. And remember, this is a 50-cent composition notebook. Ooh, I was watching a video last night talking about what people are using for um, moving forward in for the second half of the year. And they were mentioning that a lot of people were moving into composition notebooks or using some type of inexpensive, budget friendly notebook because of the increase in prices, lack of availability. Let me grab my tweezers. Um, and what else? Oh, the tariffs and all that they people are tightening up as far as spending. What do you all think about that? And now there's unrest in the world. No telling what's going to happen with that. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to put this definitely here. And I'm going to use this to mark off these days. Maybe I should have used the blue. The only thing with these is that I can't seem to put them down straight. Let me check my calendar. Sorry, I'm checking my calendar for appointments. I got something on the 7th, 8th. Um, and I hope that's it. I'm running out of time here. 7th. Did I say the 7th and the 8th? No, the 7th and the 9th for 8th. Okay. Then we got the 4th of July. What am I going to put down for that? Let's straighten this up a little bit because it's crooked. And maybe I can put something down here. I don't know. Um, oh, I forgot to put down the long box. Oh well. Oh well. Let's use this. I don't think I need to put that on what day? What day? I'm gonna put the same color in the same column. '18. Right. I think we are good. Let's try and find a quote. Um, it's probably gonna be all wrong. Too big, wrong color. Is there a book with just quotes in it with nothing else? A sticker book? All right, I don't have anything in there. And I don't think the other book has anything either. I'm just catching up on the stats. Trying to, anyway. Yeah, no. I have one other place to look real quick, and then I'm going to move on. That is a Happy Planner book. Not that one, this one. Just the two that I have close at hand. And I don't recall this one having any quotes. Let's try a few. Let's do this. Do all things with kindness. Should have put something there and there, but I think I'm going to leave it because I have a feeling I'll have ideas later in the month. And then maybe I can add something there later. So that's it. That's the monthly kit available on the Patreon. It's for July, but you can use it anytime you want. Let's move on. I'm going to do the monthly in PR and social media planner here. And I need to put the inserts in. This washi can go back where it came from now. Done with that. And then we're going to be using this one. And then Wednesday, we'll get to this one. I'm going to put that on the hoop and get the punch. And inserts. Let's make sure we're punching the right side. This on junior, because that's what half letter is, junior size. Since I use the thin paper, I can punch them all at one time like that. Right, let's pop this in. Front of June. I haven't been doing any dashboards or anything. I'm going to try and get all that caught up. All right, so July, where are my thingy-mabobs? Tabs. So we put the tab on for July. They're not lined up the greatest, but it'll do. I also didn't do June. Cover page. I may go back and do that. But this is a quick flip. I'm going to do a mid-year flip through on the other channel. But this is just a quick look at what I did for June. Now, I didn't do any planning in here for June, just the decorating, which I intended to do that because I needed a break. but I still wanted to decorate. So, and I think because I didn't do any planning in this, I really love the decorating because I went overboard. So I may continue to do that in some form or fashion. Since I'm only going to be tracking pretty much if I have shared the live streams around, I think it'll be okay for me to over decorate. So we're going to go ahead and do the monthlies. It's thin paper on us. Need to do better. Pay close attention to what paper is in the printer. All right. This is what we're working with. Um, Let me see. I got this live love Hush. Hello, summer. May get into that. I don't know. Let's go ahead and put down the washi that I picked. Let me look back. I need some inspiration. Let's see what I've done previously. So I stacked the washi in the footer there. I use a big sticker there. Okay. Okay. Let's do it like this. This paper is horrible. I'm gonna have to repair that because it tore the paper up. Yeah, I know that bottle is too big for that bag, but we're pretending that it's not, and you didn't notice. always struggle with like clothing deco and stuff like that. It's just like, how do you even use that? Think. Hmm. Okay, so I'm not going to use that. I am going to try and pull from Rainbow Book. It's getting a lot of attention. I don't like the pink. Let's go with the green instead. Stick. Mm-mm. That's good. Here's the other page. I don't need this anymore. Um, I tore the heart in half. Y'all didn't see that. It's so not my day, but it's gonna get better. You just watch and see. It's still not together as well as I would like, but it will do. I think I'm gonna call that pretty good. You don't have to use all the stickers all the time. Um, I do need to put a July on here. And I do have this washi. I don't think this one is gonna work. It could. I don't think so. This one up at the top, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Keep it simple. The same washi. And I have to tear the paper up. Um, where's that book? Let's see what else I got going on in here. So we got a ball spot. Okay. I'll save this for another day. Mm, I haven't been talking or reading the chat. Let me see. Good afternoon, Shalon. I think it is hibiscus. Okay. I haven't talked today. Sorry. Ooh, I gotta remember to use her. Maybe we should use her on the title page for July. Let's do that. I've had her for a while, and she's been waiting and waiting. This kind of paper clip that bends up the paper, but I'm gonna use it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, do I have two of these in here or something? Because I could have sworn that I've been using them, but that looks like it hasn't been used. What are these? I need to use this too. That's for the fall. Okay. When is Labor Day? Is the 4th of July, Independence Day, the only holiday in July? I think it is. Okay. What's that skinny green? I haven't used this that much either, but I don't like it there. I'll have to use something else. Let me see. Where's the green? That's my water bottle. Hmm. Might not have much of a choice. I could have sworn I had like a light green color. Where is it? Oh, it's in with the blues. Let's put this back. This goes with the green greens. Mercy for goodness. It's not quite right, but that's what I'm gonna do to mark these days off. Okay. Um, Canada Day on the 1st. Yeah, I don't have one for Canada Day. I do know about it though. Okay. I need some just nondescript things that I can use. I know what I can use now that I mention it. Back to the Rainbow Book again. Hmm. Okay. I've bent up my pages. I think we are done for today. We will be back Wednesday to work in Nostalgy. If you haven't liked the video and you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. On the stream, rather. Y'all know what I mean by now, right? Okay. So there's that one done for July. I gotta go update those inserts or these inserts. Okay. Then this is July. Now this one looks a little blah compared to this one now. I guess it's the bright colors that are making it. But we got two done. One more to go. And then we can start on the weeklies on these. I need to work in my other planners, get some setup work done in those too. Thank you, Erica and Shalon and Tanya. All right, so that's it. I got to come up with like a closing statement and stop saying, all right, that's it. All right, that's it. But yeah, I will see you all Wednesday, noonish, between 12 and 12:30. Thank you, Becca. Um, and if I go earlier than that, I'll try to put up the stream information earlier so that you can see if I change the time. I was a little late putting that up. And I want to start putting them up like today I should be putting up the info for Wednesday's stream. We'll see if that happens because I got some other things to work on before I can get to that. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, come back and leave a comment under the video after the stream ends. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.